Survivors, a Tek Dino Teleporter Pad originally conceived for Ark that never made it to the final game. We're taking a look at some concept arts and variations of what we did get in the game, like the Tek Replicator and Tek Turrets. Some of these might be a bit old, but some are freshly released this week. Everything here was created by Studio Wildcard's senior concept artist, Jesus Conde. I hope I pronounced his name right. He has an amazing talent, having created many concepts for Ark and Atlas, along with his own personal work and fan arts. Definitely check him out over on ArtStation, the link is in the description. So first up is the Tek Dino Teleporter Pad, and there were 3 variations created. This first one is my favourite design. It's got similarities to Tek stuff that we've already got in the game, and it has 4 entrances for the dinos. You can see how big the teleporter was designed to be compared to the human survivor. So this would have been a massive device. I guess you could fit, I don't know, maybe up to 20 Rexes on there, assuming only their feet would have had to be inside of the bubble for the teleporter to work. Maybe a little bit less than 20, I'm not quite sure on that. But yeah, that one is my favourite. The version labelled B was very different, and by the looks of it, I think a little smaller in capacity as it's more oblong than round. It's only got access ramps on 2 sides, but maybe a little more sleek in design than the first one. And the version on the right has a lot of similarities in shape to the second one, but this one, for me, I think, would have reduced the capacity for dinos a lot more than the others, because like the structures around the outside, I think would have blocked a lot of tails and heads, making positioning of the dinos a bit more frustrating. But it's really cool to see the thoughts that went into some of the Tek designs, even whether they came or they didn't come. Then we've got the Tek Platform. I'm not quite sure what the idea for this structure was originally going to be. I suspect it was more designed for ground placement as opposed to like trees or cliff platforms. It's difficult to tell the size of this with no scale provided. However, the third version is pretty curious as it has this round part to it that the others don't have. Presumably, Jesus had something in mind as to what purpose that would have had. But yeah, those were the structures that never got past the concept stage, the Tek Dino Teleporter Pad and the Tek Platform. So now looking at some variations of designs, including the Genesis 2 ship, the Tek Replicator and the Tek Turrets. This one, I believe, is a much more recently released image, I think in the last few days, and is the concept designs for the exterior of the Genesis 2 ship. Both very similar to each other, with the key differences being this big round piece at the back, the middle part extends outwards more in version B, and some slight differences to the head of the ship. Both, however, are extremely different to the final concept art back in 2020 prior to Genesis 2's release. Then we have the Tek Replicator. Now there's an interesting fact here. The mechanism for the Tek Replicator, where it spins around, was actually inspired by the movie Contact in 1997 starring Jodie Foster. I don't know if you ever knew that, but that's what Jesus Conde said over on ArtStation. So you'll all recognise the one on the far left is the one that we have in the game, but these two are very interesting concepts, with myself liking the one on the right a lot. This one looks to me like it wouldn't take up as much space with no backing or roof. It's a lot more of a slimline structure. The other one again having the back part removed, but this time with legs either side to hold the structure up, potentially taking up more space at the sides than the other two. Then we've got the Tek Turrets. The middle one is the one we got in the game, but the other two have some slight differences. The one on the left has a tripod base and also has 2 guns, which is the same as the one we got in the game, albeit they are vertical rather than horizontal. The turret on the right also sporting a style of tripod base, but this time with 4 guns on the front, potentially designed to be a lot more powerful than the one we ended up getting. Then I found these cave drop designs. I don't think these are in the game for the most part. I don't think they are artifact crates. The ones in the game I believe look similar to the first one, at least in shape. Then there were the organic designs for those respective cave drops, giving them a lot more texture so you could see what they were designed to look like if they were going to be in the game. And the very last thing was the Chupacabra, aka the Nameless. The one on the right was the one we got, but the left one was Jesus' original concept for what it could look like, sporting a very furry tail and lots of hair on its back and neck, with it also standing more in an upright position rather than a hunchback style like we actually got. There's so much talent out there amongst concept artists. As I said, if you want to check out more of Jesus Condé's work, please look for the link in the description. Some of it is new, some of it is old, might be a few years old. And don't forget to make sure to subscribe to keep up with all the art news. Thanks for watching, survivors, and I'll see you next time.